T. L.
Hello.
Hi, I'm looking for a Mr. Ron. First name Mo.
Mo Ron? Moron. It's you little puke.
W.
T. L.
And welcome back, everybody, to WTL. Where's the Line? Nebraska's first and only sports betting show. I'm your host, Andy Klassen, joined by
The J.O.
the J.O.
The J.O.
Were you like, you weren't questioning it there, were you?
No, I don't.
J.O.
Well, now I am.
Yeah, what are we doing? Well, one guy you don't question, and that is Rod Vermilio, who we just heard from there, of the Global Sports Bet Network. They also help us with our website, thelinemakers.com. So definitely go check them out. You know, the only play that we put out on YouTube last week, and he said it, if you want to bet on Nebraska, you got to tease it up to 9.5 and then put those points over on towards Syracuse. Man, did he nail that.
He nailed it, unfortunately.
Yeah, I mean, I begrudgingly
Yes.
put that out there. And I was just like, if we want to feel good about betting Nebraska, this is the way to do it. And hey, it hit. Nebraska kept it with a 9.5.
Yeah.
And we just smacked that. But that is why you really got to look at thelinemakers.com, listen to Rod and all the good people over there at the Global Sports Bet Network. That's why we do what we do.
You know, I'm a subscriber, and I got to say, he does hit way more than he doesn't. So, definitely worth the investment there.
It pencils out. Yeah. So now we got to get to maybe the highlight of our show, right? The bottom five.
It's the bottom five.
It's the low light for 5 NFL teams out there, but I mean, this is like a cultural phenomenon.
It really is. It just hit me. This is year 3 of 5 fan bases every week finding out that they're just swirling in a toilet bowl as they go down their NFL Sunday.
And I like how you don't get caught up with the stuff like Rod with stats and records.
Are you kidding me?
Is like we were talking about, analytics on top of analytics, and I think you call them vibes.
Vibes. You know, when I was in high school, math wasn't my thing. Here we are.
Not going to change now.
Not going to change now. I am who I am, right? No, it's all about the vibes. It's not necessarily about wins and records, and it tells you that exactly here at number 5.
Let's go.
5, the 5th worst team in the NFL as we head into week number 4. It is your Cincinnati Bengals. Yes, they're 2-1. Yes, they're at the top of the AFC North. But they got no Joe Burrow.
Yeah, I feel like you're kicking them when they're down.
They just couldn't have looked any worse
than
they did last Sunday.
Huge dog to Denver, too. They're on the road, going to Mile High, tough place to play, but, man, over a touchdown.
When's the last time you had a team that was over 500 that was down a touchdown? Mm-hmm. Underdog there against a team that is under 500. I mean, there's got to be some kind of crazy stat there. Yeah. It's not coming from me, but I know somebody's got it.
That is pretty wild.
My brother was actually at the Bengals-Vikings game. He was texting me from the game. He said it was miserable. He didn't really know why he was there. The vibes were certainly not high, and it's really hitting the fan base.
Oh, well, and he got hit by the Wentz train. Remember that a few years ago in Philadelphia? It went off the rails, I think.
It did
for a little while, but now it's going again. So I think that's what happened to the Bengals last week.
You know, he almost won an MVP once.
Yeah, I know.
People forget.
I know. I remember from the old Bison, North Dakota State. Okay, I got it. All right, let's hear number 4.
Well, I got your best bet. We're going to give you a best bet from the Bengals. So we've got Broncos-Bengals. I do not believe that the Bengals are going to score in both halves. That'll be a plus 295 if you think they're going to go scoreless in one of those halves. I believe it's going to be the second half. We'll find out on Sunday. Or Monday, I guess. Monday night.
That's
number 4.
Big plus money.
Your Dallas Cowboys, 1-2, absolutely manhandled by your Chicago Bears.
Yeah, how about that?
I want to comment, they're out of the bottom 5 this week, the Chicago Bears. So, congratulations.
I saw all this stuff on X, on Twitter. Caleb Williams is a front runner for MVP. I'm like, you guys.
Get out of here.
My God.
What is
my
that?
God. But good game, though. Good game for stats. I'll take it.
CeeDee Lamb on IR, we've gone over that, but the vibes in the locker room and the fan base could not be any lower right now. I like Dak Prescott to throw over at least 2 interceptions. So 2 or more interceptions is plus 300 on Sunday Night Football.
1.5 plus. Jeez.
And he's got 3 on the season, so he is certainly
He's right there.
He's right there.
Yeah,
so
that's just what he does.
this is what he does.
Yeah, and CD Lamb's not going to go up and get it for him this week either.
No, he's not. So that
All right.
Cowboys, they have brought back to the bottom 5. Number 3, the Cleveland Browns, 1-2. They moved up a spot. Okay, so yeah, they did upset the Green Bay Packers,
Yes.
13-10. So there is some hope there, but not enough hope. There's still a lot of questions
You're
on
a big
offense.
Flacco fan, but you can't. That doesn't move the team out of the bottom 5, though.
Oh no! In fact,
Kinda
if
helps.
anything, Flacco's the mayor of the bottom 5 right now.
was gonna
And I have to wonder if Flacco's not doing him any favors. I mean, some of the fan base has to be wondering, was the win a good thing? Like, are we hurting
No.
ourselves for the draft pick situation?
They got to be over that, right? Because it just the way that they treat quarterbacks and bring quarterbacks in, whether they're proven winners or they're rookies or whatever. Just if you're a quarterback and you go to Cleveland, just forget it. Forget about it. just you can even go on to have a great career, like
really
Baker
could.
Mayfield. Just get out of there.
And Mayfield's he's having a heck of a week.
He is.
The Browns are they're an underdog by 10. I believe they're going to hit the plus 10. They're also going to hit the under of 44. If you parlay those two, same game parlay plus 220.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, they're going to Detroit, Ford Field, and that's a hungry Lions
Yes,
team
it
right
is.
now, and they got to keep pace in the NFC North. They got a little bit of help from the Browns last week. Now they got to put the Browns in their place, though.
but they're going to keep it within 10 because Joe Flacco's going to have a rushing touchdown. First time since 2017. Let's not forget that.
I remember that. I can't stop thinking about Joe Flacco and this naked bootleg that he's going to hopefully walk into the end zone, because I don't think he's going to be able to.
Well, for the first time ever in the bottom 5 at number 2, debuting the Houston Texans,
Oh boy.
0-3.
Yeah.
It's time to sound the alarms in Houston. This is
Yeah.
really, when you look at their roster up and down and their coaching staff, this is a really well-coached team.
Yeah.
Up until this season, something's going on there. The last 2 seasons, they have looked very sound, just went
Yeah.
about their job.
Man.
CJ Stroud looked incredible. Looked like he had skipped right over that sophomore slump.
Nope.
He's just a year too late on it.
Yeah, they caught up to him. So, yeah, something's going on there in Houston, and I don't know what it is, but yeah, and that's the headlines. Everything you look up on Houston, it's what happened to Stroud? What happened to Stroud? What's going on here? And yeah, they got great athletes, receivers, Nico Collins. I mean, they got some playmakers, but yeah, what is going on? And this is a home game, though, but they're playing Tennessee. So
playing
I'm curious
Tennessee.
to hear what your best bet is here.
That's the thing. They're playing Tennessee, but they are up against a first place schedule moving forward. So Houston's not really in
You're getting
a
out in
great
front
spot.
of it here. You're getting out in front of it.
Yeah. They got the noon kick with Tennessee. Houston, I'm liking them to cover. I think they're actually going to win this week and cover 7. Take the over as well at 38.5. Parlay those together, you get a plus 215.
Okay, yeah, this is like we talked about for Miami. That's a must win.
Yes.
Monday night against the Jets. This is kind of a must win, must perform type of a game for Houston, and a get right and feel good about yourself type of a game. And Tennessee, I think they're ranked 28th overall in scoring defense. You got to take advantage. You got them at home. It's early. You can still turn things around, but it starts now.
It starts now, yeah. And if you're not believing in the Colts at 3-0, then Houston still's got a shot.
Yep.
So
Yeah.
must win. And number 1, no surprise here. I don't even spend a lot of time on them. Miami Dolphins 0-3. They didn't fire Mike McDaniels, and I am shook by this. It was an absolute worst decision this franchise has made in many, many years. I am on the record as saying they should have fired him immediately after the Thursday Night Football game, and then completely started to rebuild from the ground up starting this week. I feel very, very strongly about this.
You do. I mean, it's almost like you were on Polymarket there on their sports betting app and maybe made a wager and it just didn't hit for you.
It didn't hit. And it was time. It was my time.
He did look like a dead man walking
He
there.
really did.
When he said, well, in order to win the games, you got to win the games.
You got to win the games. Like, it just made no sense. Yeah, but he didn't, and he's still there. And they did give up. They give Buffalo a fight. They're Monday night against the Jets.
Yeah, they
I
did.
do like the Dolphins to go all out for it. I like them to win both halves of football. That's a plus 285.
Oh, wow. So, and if they do that, will they have a chance to move down the rankings in the bottom 5 so they're not just number 1 all the time?
I'll tell you what. If the Dolphins win Monday night against the Jets, then Yeah, they will not be in the 1 spot. They will get promoted.
I think they got to feel good about that.
They have to.
They got to feel good about
Just
that.
a little
deal.
carrot.
And they got to give some, the patrons that go and watch them at the Hard Rock Stadium, Miami Gardens, you got to give them a show. So, we can get on board. We can get on board with the Dolphins once, right?
One time.
One time. This is their one time.
This is one time.
Oh, McDaniels, you better be listening.
He's already blew it for me.
Well, how about do it for us this week? Here at Where's the Line. Be sure to check out our YouTube short videos on game day for those latest edge possible. Also, follow us on ESPN Tri-City Radio. Once again, thanks to everybody that tuned into the live stream over ESPN Tri-City and our Facebook page. And we're all over X with the, podcast_WTL. We'll put a lot of short videos and pics out there as well. Thank you to Rod Vermilio of the Global Sports Bet Network, once again, for joining us there in that third segment. Getting things kicked off on Thursday night in college and NFL, giving us those free picks.
Doesn't get any better than that.
It doesn't. All those free plays. For Jeremy Odom, the J.O. I'm Andy Klassen. Thank you for listening. This has been WTL.